Hello my friends, it's Sheree. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel, Turquoise Dreaming. I'm so glad you're here. I'm here today to work on this little book and turn this little cutie pie into a journal. So I made some, this is a Rand McNally book, and I made some journals out of these little books a few weeks ago, I guess it was, maybe a couple months ago. I made 2 or 3 of them. I think I have one in my shop still. But anyway, this one I had got out at that time too, but I did not do this one yet. So look how cute that puppy is. Oh my goodness. So I have not started it, but I have some of the things left from when I made the other journals. I had some pages and stuff left. So I'm going to get out a little wet wipe here, a little sanitizing, and let's sanitize it. And then we're going to cut this apart. I'm going to do it the same way I did the other ones. And this is an old book. I'm going to tell you the year in a second. I'm going to try not to shake my table too much while I am cleaning this, but it's been through some, looks like it's been read many times here, and got some gook on it. I don't know what it is, but I'm doing the best I can, as you can see, to clean it off without destroying this cover and taking the color off. But super cute. So let's see. This is the entire book, and it's got all of its pages, but this is the condition I found it in. Just like that, I didn't do anything to it. You know, I didn't take the pages out. They look like the glue just came loose or whatever, and the original pages got separated and tattered and torn here. So anyway, it wants to be a journal, right? So let's do it. This page is glued down, and this page is, this is a beautiful farm scene here. So it's called The Puppy That Found a Home, and copyright is, let me read this Roman numeral for you real quick here, 1954. So very cool. It's a nice old book, nice old vintage book. Let's cut this. I want to cut in the right place. Let me look at the front here. I'm going to cut right by the where the spine is. And so it's going to be metal coil bound. And so there's the cover. Cute. Looks better without that old nasty kind of looking spine there. That makes it look better already. I mean, it was already coming apart, so if I wouldn't have, I got this book from a thrift store, so I would imagine nobody else wanted it. It was falling apart like you saw, and probably would have ended up at the trash facility. Poor little guy. I'm glad I got him. We're going to give him a new home. Look how cute he's so perfect looking. I'm glad he didn't get messed up in its the book's previous life. So let's see what kind of pages we have here. Some of the, oh look, there's a kitten too. Now, this one's pretty bad. Oh, it's ripped and it's taped together. I just saw that. Oh, I have to make a tag out of this. I'll salvage, even though it's taped, I'm going to cut this into tag shape and put it on a piece of cardstock. So I'm just going to show you my ingredients today. This, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So, oh, this one's torn too and taped back together. I didn't realize this tape was on here. Okay, so if I can't use these, like, see, this is falling apart here. You know, disintegrating, so I may have to just, whatever pages I use, if I might have just to like cut them down to tags. This one's also taped, and this one, wow, this one really got read a lot. Somebody liked that little puppy, I think. But this one is also taped back together. But look at the colors. I love the colors. Let's see if there's any we can use for pages. This one's coming out. So, like, okay, there we go. So this I might be able to use as a page. These are going to be single pages because I'm using metal coil bound, so it's like going to be single page, not signatures or folded pages. So this is going to be a pile that I'm going to turn into tags, and then this will be a pile that I'm going to try to use for pages. So let me see. I need to cut this glue off of here. I don't want this to like accidentally tear. So, oh, there's my glue. Okay. Okay, and I think I can just take that apart now. Okay, yeah. All right, so I'm going to leave that. It's got a little bit of glue on there, but that maybe will just serve as a strengthener. It might be a little bit too wide though, actually. It's a little bit too wide. This is a little tattered right here. I can see it starting to, like, looks like it's going to start to rip right there. So let's make a fresh cut here. And we're going to try to use this as a page in the journal. That one can be a page. Let's see, this one has just words and this little black and white picture. The corner was folded. So this one could be a page, but they all have to be trimmed a little bit. So that one, let's just see what we have left here. It looks like all of these may be able to be used as pages. Some black and white, some color. Isn't that funny? Beautiful color and then black and white. But like I mentioned before, I think they did that back then to save money on printing in color, like every page on color in children's books anyway. I'm going to cut the fold off here. Let's see, can I cut it? There we go. Okay, I didn't know if it was pretty thick there, but figured if I chopped through it pretty hard, it might go through all of them at one time. Okay, so those will, oh, this is a torn one. This one's got tape on it. So I'll try to make a tag out of that one. Oh, here's our tag pile. And this is our page pile. Okay, let's see this one. All one piece, no tape. Oh, little bunny. No tape on that one, no tape on that one, and no tape on that one. So these all can be pages. And here's the cover. Okay, so let's see how they fit in here. So that's that. Okay, yeah, that one's a little wide. Let's cut that one down. This first one here is a little wide. Maybe I didn't trim that one. But I'm not cutting off, it's just blank space over there, so. Alright, those all fit within the cover, and then these are going to be tags. And these are the pages that I had left from the last little Rand McNally books I have, so I'm going to say there's probably about 15 pages here. What I usually try to do is, I know I can get 50 pages or 50 papers in these, and that's about it. That's as many as I want to do, because if somebody wants to glue things in, it's going to be too, if I put more pages in that, it's going to be too fluffy by the time they get done putting their stuff in, you know, whoever might end up with it. So I put 50 pages in, and then whoever gets it has room to add their stuff. Okay, let me close up my wet wipes before they dry out here. This is a package that is almost done, and it is starting to dry out, so I need to seal it up good. Okay, so let me show you. I have also these little pieces that were left from the last little journals I was doing that I had got out, and I didn't need them for the last journal, but they're little tags and things that I took out of my ephemera stash, so I have those ready to go. Little pieces, little tags and things. And then I got this out. I wanted to see what was in here that I could use in this journal. Let's see, how does this open? This is an Echo Park collection kit, and I used it on a puppy journal already one time, and this is what I had left. So I have some paper and fun things, so I thought this would be fun to use some of these in here. I've got all kinds of, I guess I made a bunch of little booklets out of the cut aparts here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was in a booklet mood. A bunch of little booklets, so of course, not all of those will go in there. Oh, here's a big one. Okay. Oh, and this is a kind of a, it's got two little places for writing in here, there and over here. That's cool. And then this is just some paper that I can, oh, this is a, but I can cut this down maybe to fit in there. So it could go, this is upright, so I would want to keep it upright, but I can make it fold in, possibly. Let's see if we can do a little flip out here with this paper. So we'll fold it in. Like this. This is a dog bowls, and they have little dog bones on them. Now I want to fold it in like this. This has a little white line on the bottom though of the blue. See that? I don't really like that, so let me fold it around this way real quick and cut that off. You can't see it from the other side because the background is white, but on this side you see it because, of course, this is a kind of a dark blue. So I don't like that white there. I mean, it doesn't really bother anything, but I'd rather not have it there. So that and that, and then we'll fold this in and see will that fit within the cover. It will at the moment, so hopefully we won't have to refold, but that will be a page. Oh, we need single pages, that's right. So we'll cut this fold off here. That'll help it to be a little bit thinner, and which won't hurt because it's right at the almost at the edge. So there we go. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. So we can still have, you can still have flip outs in this type of binding, of course. We'll just put them. I'll have to arrange the pages later, but I'm going to put these in here for now. And before you know it, I'll have 50 pages and I'll be back with a flip through. So this one also has a definite orientation. The dog has little puppies on it. So I'm going to do the same thing with that. Make a little, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to do with this. I mean, it could be a journaling card because you could write over the clouds, so I could almost cut it in half and make little tags, but I don't think that's really necessary. I think I'd rather have a little, this side isn't straight. Let me cut this straight. And so let me see if this one's straight. This one's okay. Yeah, this one's okay. I don't know why that was so crooked on the other side, but let's fold this in. And we can always glue this down, or lately I've just mostly been leaving these glued here and here. You want a tuck spot, but mostly I've been leaving them so people can decide what they want to do. Do they want to glue it down, or do they want to leave it as a flip out? I like to really let the person that gets my journal have the fun. I mean, I like to have the fun, but it's really for them to have the fun. I just have fun in my own journal, right? And fun getting it to the place where it is when they get it. Okay, what's this? Some paper I left out? Okay, see, look. We've got a lot of pages already. These two we just made. And I'll rearrange them, like I said, and get them in a nice order, but let's see what else I have here. Oh, more paper. I keep finding more paper here. There we go. I have a basket of paper behind me too that I can choose from if I want some just random paper like that. But let's look at this specialized paper from Echo Park. So I've got this piece that was left. We've got different little bubbles here. Bark, woof, rough, and then it looks like that on the back. We've got this one. And it looks like that on the back, like a chevron. And this one has little puppies on it and stripes on the back. So I wouldn't mind using, let's see, the cover here. What would be the best thing to do here? Not to, probably cut a strip. Maybe cut a strip off of each one like that. And then I would have 2 pages from each of these 3 pieces of scrapbook paper. That's a definite possibility. So let's go ahead and try it on. Let's try it in case I don't want to do. Let's see. I know I don't have anything like this in there or this, but wasn't there something with puppies on it already? So let's try this one with the word. These words are cool. Bark, fetch, happiness, all the things that a dog means to you. This, I need to cut the branding strip off here. Just 1 second. Let me get that so it'll fit in here. So yeah, this, I was just going to start something else, and this little book has been sitting here since I did those other Rand McNally, waiting for me to do something with it, and I just was waiting for the right time. I figured, well, I'm kind of cleaning up my craft room again. I cleaned up a lot, put away a lot of things, did crafting as I'm cleaning up and all that. So why not go ahead and make this into a journal that I won't have this sitting here anymore. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, let me see. I think I'm going to cut like about right there. Made a little pinch where I want to cut. And so I've been working on I have those, I don't know if you remember, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you saw the book page tags I made, and I've been doing things with them. But there was a lot that I made last October when I went to Florida. That was my craft that I took and worked on for a week while I was at my parents' house, and I made tons of book page because I was using up, that was my challenge that week, to use up a big giant stack of book pages. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this in half to make the most of this. I'm just going to cut this in half. So there's a little pinch there where I'm going to cut. And so whatever size it turns out to be, we'll see if it's the right size. If I have to trim it down a little bit. I think it's going to be about the right size. So, yeah, that's why I just cut that one little piece off. So let's see if it fits inside this cover. But yeah, I haven't worked on those in a while because I have still a good stack of those to get through. Like I glued them together last October, and then I put a little bit of decoration on them, and now I want to put more on them. Like it's not enough, because it's got I got writing space on the back of them. Those fit in there perfectly. Let me open the book here and show you how it fits. See, look at this. Is that perfect or what? So, yeah, so I was working on, I've been trying to, I sewed a bunch of strips, caught up on my strips that I sewed together from, well, I'm not caught up, I caught up on the ones I glued together. I still have a bunch to glue together and sew, but from the ones I glued together a couple weeks ago on my lunch break, I sewed all those. So on my lunch breaks, I need to catch up on gluing strips together. And then I sewed 6, I want to sew around the tags stack of tags I have. So I did feel like doing a little sewing today, so I sewed around 6 tags. I just didn't want to make myself sit there for, 6 hours and sew tags. So I'm just doing a couple, here and there, as I feel like it. I just don't want to, when you make yourself do something, you want to do it, but if you make yourself do it when you don't want to do it, then it's more like work and it's not fun anymore. So I just do it when I feel like it, and that it'll get done when it gets done. You know what I mean? I'm not going to make myself sit there for hours and sew tags. I've done that before, and it's like I've done it at night too. Like when I'm tired, I'm like, I gotta sew these tags. I gotta make some of these tags, and I'll be sewing and sewing and sewing, and my eyes will be closing, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I have to go to sleep, type of thing. So I don't do that anymore. I do not do that anymore. So because it's that's when the fun stops, the work begins, and even though I kind of like have a business with this with my eBay shop, all that, but I don't want it to feel like a business. I want it to be, I have a job. I don't need another job, to feel like a job. I need this job or work to feel like fun. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so here, these are the same pages, so they're going to fit in there. So these are cute. I'm glad I decided to cut those up. These are really cute pages, and so I'll intersperse those into the journal. So I would imagine I probably still need a lot of pages in here, but I have to be careful with these foldouts because you see how bulky that gets it already. Like these, and they're cardstock. These are all papery pages here. Pretty much, yeah. I think these are all papery pages, and these cardstock, that adds a lot of thickness, so I might not be able to get 50 pages in here. But I'm gonna do the best I can. You saw what I have so far, and so I'm gonna work on it. I'll be back, and I'll either if I have anything that I can show you, I will. But otherwise, I might just be back with a flip through. So stay tuned for the little puppy journal, and I'll see you then. Have a great day.